What is going on, Ignite? It is summertime, and hopefully you got all your fingers still from last week and the 4th of July. Cedar Point opened up this weekend. I don't know if you've been there or not. So crazy, man. And so now I got a special guest speaker today via video. We got the Joe's dad joke of the week. And of course, we got to begin with the middle school game of the week. Oh, what? Hey everybody, welcome to the Chapel Middle School Game of the Week, starring Joe Binkley and Ken Rawson. Joe Binkley, how are you, man? How was your 4th of July?
It was awesome. Norwalk had the best fireworks that I've ever seen, so it was great.
Nice.
Though they took public donations, so they had like 3 times the amount of money that they normally do, so we had like 3 times the amount of fireworks. It was pretty awesome. And we were very close.
They collect money before they buy the fireworks?
Well, no. So normally it's the city pays for it, but this year they weren't going to pay for it. So the local VFW said that they would match the public's donation up to $10,000, and it ended up being like $27,000. So we had a lot of fireworks. It was pretty rad.
That's a show. I think we actually have a clip of it right here.
Wow. Yeah, $27,000 for that. It's pretty incredible.
Wow. That must have been really good.
Yeah.
But I survived. I only lost 2 fingers, so that was a good week for me.
That's great.
Hey, we need to give away a prize. We're giving away dog treats for our prize because last time we met, we did Suns Out, Buns Out, and we said we'd give away some dog treats, and maybe I'll toss in something else for the winner. So let's see who's playing for our game this week. All right, today playing for us today is Caitlin, who is bound to win. Abby, a newcomer, and the biggest space on the board. So I think chances are good for her. Ben, President Trump, and I promise I did not put that icon there. That just showed up.
Okay.
The coronavirus.
Okay.
And your mom.
All right. My mom is a wonderful lady. I hope she wins.
I hope she does win. Does she have a dog?
2, actually.
Well, this could be her day.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's see who wins. And here we go. Oh,
Abby!
Nice. Congrats, Abby. I didn't even plan that. That was awesome. All right. Hey, I'll be sending you some dog treats and maybe something extra just for you. So you don't have to share dog treats with your dog.
Fantastic.
All right. Joe, I believe it's time for the Joe Binkley dad joke of the week. You have something good for us?
Yeah, so I think it is June 13th. Yeah, June 13th, or July 13th. July 13th is National French Fry Day. Did you know that?
No, but it sounds delicious.
It is. So we're going to play a French fry themed game today. But, so dad joke. I don't know if I have a dad joke, but I have a little known fact. Did you know the first French fries ever made were actually not cooked in France? They were cooked in Greece.
You totally had me. I was like expecting a dad joke, and then nope, no dad joke. And then it was a dad joke. That was hilarious.
It was a dad joke, yeah.
Nice job. That was fantastic.
All right.
All right, hey, what are we playing this week?
Okay. We are going to play Where Are These Fries From? So
those look delicious.
Yeah, where are these fries from? McDonald's or Whataburger? That's all you get. It's super easy, all right? So,
yeah, I say we give away to the winner, a $5 gift card to a fast food place?
Yeah, totally.
I wonder if we can get something from Chick-fil-A.
Well, yeah, maybe. I bet we could.
I'll see if I can work some magic there.
Okay. All right.
So number 1?
Yeah. So where are these fries from, Ken? McDonald's or Whataburger?
I've eaten a lot of McDonald's fries in my days, and I cannot even remember ever eating a Whataburger, so I have to say McDonald's.
Yeah, I'm gonna say McDonald's too. No,
What?
Whataburger.
I bet they use the same fries.
Maybe. I don't know. Okay. So the next one. Okay, McDonald's or Wendy's? Ooh. Those are McDonald's because Wendy's are fatter and they have like the potato skin on the ends.
I'm going to agree with you there. I'll say McDonald's.
Yes, we got it. Good job. So it's
We're
1-1. 1-1. Okay, Arby's or Five Guys?
Oh,
I know this is Five Guys because Arby's. Does Arby's have like regular fries? I just thought they had the curly boys.
well, they have those potato wedges, but I think the cup.
Yeah, the cup gives it away. Five Guys fries are the jam. Have you had them?
Yeah, but do you put the malts on them? Like people have.
I
malt.
do. Yes, I put
What
the
does
malt
that
vinegar on
mean?
it. It makes them taste incredible. Yeah. And like you order a small fry and they bring them out in a wheelbarrow. So don't make the mistake of ordering a large. Okay. It is Five Guys, so it's 2-2. Okay, White Castle or Bronze?
Brahms, yeah, Brahms. Brahms was in Joplin, Missouri. It's a Midwestern thing.
Okay, I don't know this one.
White Castle, I've only been a couple times. I don't remember their fries. I'm going to go with Brahms.
I'm going to go with White Castle. It was White Castle, yes.
Dang.
3-2. Wendy's or Burger King? Oh, this is easy. This isn't even. This is
yeah.
Wendy's.
It even has the Wendy's logo on it.
I know. This game. All right, so it's Wendy's. So 4-3. I'm still beating you by it.
At least all our middle schoolers will be on the board.
Ooh, Steak and Shake versus In-N-Out.
I don't think those are Steak and Shake. The Steak and Shake fries are really skinny.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
So I have to go In-N-Out. Of course, most of our students have no idea what In-N-Out is.
I've never been to In-N-Out. What is it?
It's an incredible fast food restaurant that began in Southern California. It's only in a few states, California, Texas, and maybe a few others. But one of the cool things is they have they have scriptures on the bottoms of their cups because the owners are believers in Christ. So the original,
that's cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool place. And they only sell hamburgers, fries, and milkshakes and soda. That's it.
That's it? That's great. Yeah, they should call White Castle In-N-Out because of the path it takes through your digestive system.
You are full of good stuff today.
Okay, I'm going to go with In-N-Out then. It is In-N-Out. Okay, Arby's or Checkers? Ooh, this is a tough one because Checkers is like Rally's and they also have curly fries.
I'm going Arby's on this one.
I'm going to Checkers. So right now it's 5-4. I'm just up by a point.
Just tied.
Tied.
I love those curly fries.
5-5. Ooh.
Well, Red Robin doesn't have those kind of fries.
Yeah, but Chick-fil-A's fries don't have that seasoning on them. So I'm going with Red Robin.
All right, I'm stick with Jesus's fries.
Dang.
Up by 1.
6-5. Okay, I'm coming back. KFC or Popeyes? Well, I didn't know either of those places had French fries.
Why don't you go first this time?
Popeyes.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Popeyes.
Okay. It was Popeyes. So 7-6. Oh. Brahms or Sonic?
I think that's Brahms.
I think it's Sonic.
Your chance to tie. Or I go by 2.
Oh, you're up by 2. Okay, Del Taco or Burger King. This is the tiebreaker, which you've already won. But I'm going with Del Taco because Burger King doesn't have that shape of fry.
Yes,
But why would a taco place sell French fries?
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Burger King doesn't sell those fries.
Yeah, it was Del Taco.
We don't even have Del Taco out here. That's a California thing too, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this or not, but Del Taco is Spanish for of the taco.
Of the taco, that's right. All right, so the winner, whoever comments, will get a chance to win, hopefully, some free stuff from Chick-fil-A.
Now I'm hungry for French fries.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, man. Have a great week.
Thank you.
got something to say, though it might be contentious. Controversy is me, my opinions are relentless. I know sometimes spitting this fire, I'm too vicious. I don't care what nobody said, I think ice cream is delicious. And this pup is cute, sticky nose convenient. I said peanut butter good with jelly, boy, you better know I mean it. And the ocean's big, and the water salty. Think you can handle these hot takes? Man, your brain is faulty. Drop a true bomb, drop a true bomb, drop a true bomb, drop a true bomb. Steph Curry good at basketball, and so is LeBron. I'm the only one brave enough to put this in their song. You say Pluto was a planet? Well, astronomically you're wrong. That's a hot take, that's a hot take, that's a hot take. Call the fire marshal up or throw it in the lake. Grab an oven mitt for your ears, just to keep them safe. For my hot takes, for my hot takes, for my hot takes. That's a bold word, that's a bold word, that's a bold word. You don't need a Q-tip, boy, you know what you heard. That's a pot man, that's a pot man. It just got stirred by my bold words, by my bold words, by my bold words. Now I'm coming in hot, a volcano on a missile. My words make you bristle. Carve you up like a chisel. And though your love for me may be about to fizzle, I don't care if you're critical, it's time to get political. Ooh, you should probably vote. Nuclear war is bad. Republicans are elephants, donkeys, Democrats. Russia starts with an R. Ain't afraid to say it. You should stand or kneel or squat or lay down for the anthem when they play it. Climate change is real, unless it's really not. And the earth is plotted round, and the sun is hot. And the president, his last name is Trump. Taking pictures with a tablet just makes you look like a chump. Take a bold stand, take a bold stand, take a bold stand. King Cobra's in the middle school, man, should probably be banned. Haters hating, don't know why they call me MC Bland. When I'm out on the limb saying Hitler was not a nice man. That's a hot take, that's a hot take. Roast a marshmallow or you can bake a cake. Hit you in the head like you stepping on a rake. You can't handle all my hot takes, my hot takes, my hot takes. That's a bold thought, that's a bold thought. When I speak my mind, people wanna fight me in the lot. And if the Bison was a team, I'll be the mascot. With my bold thoughts, with my bold thoughts, with my bold thoughts.
What's up? I'm so excited that you're here because we're working through a series called Big Picture. In this series, we're looking at the life of a really important person in the Bible, a guy named Joseph. Joseph had a pretty crazy life. Some really weird and unbelievable and even sad things happened to him. But just like in our own lives, God was working on a bigger picture in Joseph's life that he couldn't quite yet see. Now, before we get into the next part of Joseph's story today, I have a question for you. What's the biggest loss you've ever experienced? Maybe it's when your friend got more followers than you on Instagram, when someone else earned the lead in the school play or the first chair in the school orchestra, or maybe when your team blew its shot at the championship title in the last quarter. Now that actually happened to me. You see, in middle school, I played basketball. I wasn't the best, but I wasn't that bad. And our team was down to the final quarter and there was only a few seconds left when all of a sudden I got fouled. And when I got fouled, I got placed on the free throw line and I had to take 2 shots. I only had to make 1 and we would have won the game. So I got ready, I bounced the ball, I wiped the sweat off my brow, and I sat there and the only thing that was between me and glory was that round hoop. And as I shot the shot, all of a sudden the ball went around the rim and it went flying out. But I thought to myself, hey, it's not that bad. I've got one more shot to actually make this happen. And so I did the same thing. I got ready. I said a little prayer, Lord, let this shot go in. And I shot the shot. And again, I missed it. Now you might think that's the end of the story. It's not. We went to an overtime. And wouldn't you know, the exact same thing happened. There was only a few seconds left. And again, I got fouled. And when I got fouled, I went again to the foul line. And I sat there, and I'm telling you what, people, I was sweating so much. I mean, it was like Niagara Falls was coming out of my armpits. And I sat there, and I remember thinking to myself, just make one. I shot the shot, missed the first one, it's okay, got one more, shot it again, missed it. We went to another overtime. I'm not kidding you guys, I'm not kidding you. Again, the game comes down. There's only a few more seconds left. I get fouled a third time. A third time, people. All I had to do was make one of these shots. I get to the foul line, and wouldn't you know, the first shot goes and I miss it. Then I get the second shot and I miss it again. I was devastated. I couldn't believe that out of 6 opportunities, I couldn't make one of them. The truth is that we all know what it's like to take a loss in life. Honestly, life sometimes just feels like one long series of wins and losses. Sometimes you ace that test you studied for all week, and sometimes you just don't. Sometimes your parents let you stay up to watch movies, and sometimes they don't. Sometimes that person you like feels the same way about you, and sometimes that person doesn't. Wins and losses, right? Of course, when we're winning in life, we love it. We feel great about life because things are just going our way. But almost as quickly as the wins come, so do the losses. And when those losses happen, the difficult, tough, painful things, suddenly life doesn't feel so great. Some of you know that because you've dealt with difficult losses in the past. Some of you may be dealing with a few in your life right now. Maybe you have parents who are so critical or so hard on you or so tough at home that you feel like you can't do anything right. Or maybe you've just been forced to move schools or change friend groups and you feel really lonely and left out. Maybe you're struggling with the end of a relationship or a friendship and you don't know how to handle the rejection and hurt that you're feeling. Or maybe you're dealing with things like death or abuse or divorce or illness or brokenness in your home. No matter the loss you may have faced in the past or the one that you might be dealing with right now in this moment, the reality is that losses in life are coming. They're an unavoidable part of being a human. We've all got something in our lives that causes us pain or heartache or disappointment. And when you're in the middle of it, it's hard to see the bigger picture. In fact, it's hard to see anything other than the hurt, frustration, loneliness, or anger we feel because of the loss we're experiencing. What if there was more to that? What if there was a way to get through our losses, a bigger picture that we've been missing all along the way? If there's anyone who understood what it feels like to be in the middle of a pretty big loss, it's our pal Joseph. He was the second youngest of 12 brothers. Count that, people, 12 brothers, which could seem like a difficult position to be in by itself. Add to the fact, though, that Joseph was his father's absolute favorite son, kind of like someone else I know. And you've got a huge recipe for a pretty big family feud. Joseph's brothers disliked him for the way their father loved him. They were jealous, hurt, and angry, so much so that they came up with a plan to deal Joseph a pretty big loss. Let's take a look. It says this, but they saw him in the distance, and before he reached them, they plotted to kill him. Whoa, well that escalated quickly. Joseph's brothers didn't do what most older siblings do when they're mad. No, they didn't decide to shove him in a closet or to lock him out of the house or embarrass him in front of his friends. No, they literally made a plot to kill him, to end his life. Let's take a look at what happens. So when Joseph came to his brothers, they stripped him of his robe, the ornate robe he was wearing, and they took him and threw him into the cistern. The cistern was empty. There was no water in it. At this point, you might be thinking 2 things. First of all, that Joseph's brothers were bad news. And second, you might want to know about this whole cistern thing. I feel you on both accounts. Joseph's brothers were bad news. And basically, a cistern is a well, a large, deep hole in the ground that fills with water, kind of like this. And when people need to get water for cooking or drinking or washing, they simply drop a bucket connected to a rope deep down into the well, scoop up the water, and bring it back up using the rope. Now, back to our story. At this point, Joseph's brothers hadn't killed him yet. But as soon as he got within their reach, they took the robe that he was wearing, a really special robe that his father had given him, and threw Joseph into an empty well. If I was Joseph and had just been thrown into a well, I'd think of this as the ultimate loss. My brothers just betrayed me, they stole from me, and left me for dead at the bottom of a well? I mean, could it get much worse than that? As the narrative unfolds, we see that Joseph's brothers ultimately decided not to kill him. Instead, they sold Joseph to a group of people who took him as a slave to Egypt. Then, Joseph's brothers took the robe they had stolen from him, they soaked it in animal's blood, and took it back to their father, leading him to believe that his beloved son Joseph had been killed. Now, this sounds like it would be the best plot of a show on Netflix. I mean, everything about Joseph's life changed in this passage of scripture, and definitely not for the better. He took loss after loss after loss. And while your story may not be like Joseph's, you probably know the feeling of being dealt loss and pain in your life. In a way, you can probably relate to Joseph. I think that we all can. Here's what I think is so interesting about this particular passage of scripture. The entire narrative is about Joseph and the things that happened to him, but he never spoke a word or uttered a response. At least that's recorded. He had no control over what was happening to him. In fact, all of this stuff like the well, it just happened to Joseph. He couldn't do anything about it. And as far as we know, he didn't have a chance to speak up or stop it. The losses Joseph was dealt were totally and completely out of his control. A lot of times, our losses come the same way. We find ourselves in situations that feel hopeless or difficult or painful, and we totally feel completely out of control. We have no words, we have no power, we have no control. It's just happening to us. And like Joseph, there isn't anything that we can do to stop it. That's a pretty hopeless place to be. I don't know about you, but when I've found myself feeling sold out or thrown away or completely and totally lost like Joseph, I certainly can't see the bigger picture. I can't see any purpose beyond the pain that I'm experiencing right in that moment. If someone told me that God was working on a bigger picture or writing a bigger story that I just couldn't see in the moment, I think it would be hard to believe them. But then, just a few chapters later in Joseph's story, comes the simple verse that I think gives us an idea of the bigger picture we can hold on to in the middle of our losses. The Lord was with Joseph. 5 words. 5 words, that's it. When his brothers were attacking him, when he was tossed into a well, when he was left for dead, when he was sold into slavery, God was with Joseph. Even when he couldn't see it or didn't feel it or had no idea of what was going to happen next, God was with him. And that's the bigger picture that I want you to see in the midst of your pain today. When you can't see the bigger picture, remember that God is with you. In whatever pit you feel like you're in, God is in it with you. In whatever circumstances that feels out of your control, God is with you. In whatever loss you're facing in your life right now, God is with you. That's the bigger picture. The thing that will help you hang on and carry on no matter what you're facing. I know that phrase, God is with you, can be a little confusing. I think part of that is because we hear it and think that it means he's going to change our circumstances. If he's with us in the pit, then that means he's going to pull us out of the pit and turn things around, right? Well, yes and no. God is always working for our good. He wants what's best for our lives. So when we're facing any kind of loss or pain, we can certainly believe that he's working to make those things better in his time. But it may not happen right away, and it may not happen in the way that we expect it to happen. And while we're waiting, God is there with us. If he doesn't pull us out of the pit, he gets right down in the pit with us. And until things change, we can cling to the fact that he's there with us. We aren't in it alone. So if you're facing a difficult loss, difficult circumstances, or painful experiences right now in your life, here's what I want you to know. When you can't see the bigger picture, remember God is with you. We can start by doing these things. First, believe God is with you. For some of you, the best thing that you can do right now is simply remind yourself daily that God is with you. He's with you in whatever you're facing. Every day when you wake up, before your feet even hit the ground, take a moment to remind yourself of this truth: God is with me. Say it out loud, write it on a note beside your bed, pray it as a prayer, post it on your mirror, put it in your locker, whatever you have to do to remind yourself that God is with you where you are. Let that be enough to get through one day. Then tomorrow, do the same. One day at a time, remind yourself that God is with you in your pain and loss. Number 2, look for God's presence. Then look for His presence to prove it. It's one thing to say that God is with us, and I believe that's true, but it's another to begin to see Him with us. God shows Himself in so many different ways through music, nature, scripture, friends, family, our church. He will even speak to us in our hearts. This week, as you're remembering that God is with you, keep your eyes open to see Him in the songs you sing at church, or the trees outside your bedroom window, or the verses in your Bible that you read in the morning. Look for His presence in the way that your friends make you feel better, or how your parents take care of you, or by the way your small group leader encourages you. All those things are evidence of God's presence with you right here and right now. And they'll help you get through any losses, big or small, that you may be facing. So when you can't see the bigger picture, remember, God is with you. As you head out, I want you to think on this question: what's one way I can know God is with me?
All right, that's it for us. We hope you have an amazing week. We can't wait to see you. Bless you.